Welcome, Capricorn, to your mid-January tarot reading. I hope y'all are doing fantastic. Um, this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I'm klutzing around a little bit, but that's okay. Um, yeah, so let's get started here. I'm using the Somnia Tarot. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Comments, I feel like, really do help me connect to who's watching. Just one word, one emoji, just say hi, tell me where you're watching from, anything like that. Or more. I mean, it's up to you. Just, really does help. So let's get started here. What do our Capricorns need to know for mid-January? Capricorns. Mm-hmm. Current situation is Eight of Swords, present influence, Sun. What you don't see is Page of Wands, unexpected is Empress, what to look for, Ace of Swords, challenge, Six of Pentacles, strength, Fool, where does this lead? We've got Five of Wands, the Moon, and Ace of Cups. Advice is Page of Swords. Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, this absolutely could be about love or offering something to somebody if it's not love. The Knight of Swords, and it could be an offer coming into you or you making an offer to somebody. Again, this could be work related. We have kind of all different kinds of cards here. So I do feel like, yeah. So, so there's something really interesting here with the present influence, and the present influence is this, in the position of present influence is the Sun, which is talking about joy, happiness. So it's kind of what's influencing you. However, you are in the Eight of Swords, so I feel like you can't reach that. This is what the influence is, but this is where you're at. And these conflict each other a lot. So you're not, instead of working towards this, you're feeling like you can't get out of something. So let's do clarify. Okay, I have cards everywhere. Let's clarify the Sun first. What is this? More info on the Sun. Let's take a couple cards on that. The Devil. Now, the Devil is also a stuck energy as well. So there may be some kind of attachment you have, or can be. It's not always, but can be, to a particular person, which could be a water sign for you. The King of Cups doesn't have to be male, but it's like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio water sign. Could be. Doesn't mean they could have it anywhere in their chart, or they could just be one of those people that have kind of that easygoing cup type attitude. And it could be just about love, okay? Because you're stuck on that. This is what you believe is what's going to bring you happiness. Whether it will or not, I don't know. With the Devil, I question that, because it's like you're attached to that idea that this is what you need to be happy. So hence, you're stuck. That's the Eight of Swords. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. Okay, King of Wands with the Two of Wands. This also is complete opposite energy of the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords isn't moving. Both of these cards are movement cards. They're the wands. They're energy. But I feel like, again, you feel like there is something here that's keeping you from moving forward. And you feel like it has to do, like, it's almost like you're contradicting yourself. Like, oh, I'm stuck, but you're not really stuck. And you know that, like, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but that's what's happening. Like, you're like, okay, I'm stuck, but I'm just using that. Like, it's almost like an excuse to not move forward. Sorry, I know some of you aren't going to like that too much, but I feel like that's what it is. And it's not anything negative. It's like we get into these where you're stuck on one idea of happiness, right? You're stuck on the idea that this one person or one thing is going to bring you joy. And when you're stuck on that, you're not doing the forward movement to get to what really will bring you joy. Maybe it's different, or maybe to get to that type of joy, you need to like do something to get out of that one idea. There is something happening in the background. I feel like with the Page of Wands, I feel like this is like your energy gurgling up, so to speak. Like you're starting to get the motivation, but you don't have it right now. You don't. Um, that's what the Eight of Swords is. And yeah, I know I don't like to give readings like this, but I have to tell them exactly how I see the cards. Otherwise, I'm not being true to the cards or myself. Let's see, or you. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Okay. Knight of Coins, Ace of Cups. There could be something wiggling in the background here that may just take some time. The Knight of Pentacles is all about slow movement. It is good movement though, because it lasts. And the Ace of Cups is a new energy. Page of Wands could be someone in the background that you don't realize is moving towards you. When they move towards you, this doesn't always have to be about love, but it is something that will fill that heart space that you're kind of looking for here, that you believe is what is needed, right? So let's take a look at the Empress in your unexpected. I feel like, well, this could be an energy of absolutely like feeling more nurtured, or someone coming in that helps nurture you a little bit. I feel like you need to get out of that one headspace a little bit to say, okay, what do I need to do? Because you can't like force people in to come love you. You can't find love just by snapping your fingers, right? You have to, I mean, some of us don't have to date. Like, so like sometimes, think comes in, osmosis, like you meet someone and suddenly you have a really good relationship. But sometimes building relationships can take a long time. They're not going to necessarily happen overnight. Like I said, some people do. They meet somebody and they fall in love. But let's see what the Empress is. Hangman and the Chariot. So I feel like once you start taking the time out to looking at things a little differently, then the energy comes towards you with that Chariot. The Empress is about nurturing, caring, the feminine energy, where you may feel like, okay, I can take care of this now because you have taken the time. So this happens unexpectedly. Like you find yourself in a position where all of a sudden you're looking at things from a different perspective and realizing that you have to do things differently. And that's partially by taking care of yourself first. You've got to take care of yourself first before you can find anyone, like anyone worth having. Usually you have to be in a pretty good position, right? So what to look for is the Ace of Swords. This is looking for clarity. Be honest too. Like I feel like the swords are about honesty, clarity, ideas. You could have an epiphany, but when it's in that position, it's more look for the clarity, look for the honesty. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please. We've got Three of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. There may be something that comes in. These are really good cards. So the Three of Pentacles is collaboration. Six of Pentacles is sharing. So I think it's like being clear on what you want in a partner or what you want in a situation as far as collaboration, what type of people, and the ability to give and take. So there is that. Make sure you're clear on that. Look for that. Look for the clarity, but more importantly, of a solid relationship. So don't look at something, if you're looking for a relationship or you're looking for love, or you're whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is you're trying to fill this voided spot that you may not be opening up. Like this is saying there could be things around you. Absolutely. I just thought of that absolutely that could be, because to me, Three of Pentacles is people around you. But it's also saying make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. And if you want someone that enhances who you are, that's a match to who you are, and that also, is a give and take person, then be clear with yourself as you're manifesting this energy, because if you don't, you know, so we have the Six of Pentacles in your challenge, and I feel like that came up too with the Ace of Swords, right? So know that it, I feel like what you're going to have a hard time with is if you try to push, especially if it's a relationship, you may get into a position where you get someone that takes from you instead of a relationship where it is a give and take. So be aware of that. But what you do have on your side is, I think you're ready. I think you're ready to take a new direction, a leap of faith here with the Fool, and that's a positive energy. So that's super good. So where does this lead? Five of Wands, Moon, Ace of Cups. These make sense to me, complete sense, because the Five of Wands is conflict. You will be conflicted moving forward because you're in this area right now, and to get out of it does take a little bit of fight with your brain, right? You got to say, okay, how am I going to get out of this? And no, I don't want to. You know, there's that fight, and that's a normal thing, because anytime we're trying to break a pattern, it takes a fight a little bit. Anything more about this Five of Wands that our Capricorns need to know, please? There's that Devil. There's that Devil and the King of Cups again. You are, yes, this is your block. And this is your conflict. Whatever this is to you, Devil, attachment, stuck on, addictions, King of Cups, a water sign, or an idea of somebody. You're stuck on this. You're attached to it. And this is what's causing you to be in that temporary conflict, which makes sense. However, things start clearing up for you. This Moon card shows me someone coming out of water and coming up into clearer skies and brighter skies. The moon is in the dark, right? It's a different, you can't see things as clearly with the moon than you do with the sun. So tell me more about this Moon card. Yeah, you're seeing your choices. There may be someone else, that King of Pentacles. If you've been looking at the King of Cups, keep in mind that this is not necessarily gender specific. But if you're looking at someone like that King of Cups energy, there may be choices, and that you realize that because there may be someone that comes in that you see now clearly that this, I think this is more what you really want. This is what I really want. I want stability, because it was showing with that Ace of Pentacles too, or Ace of Swords up here with those pentacles. You want more stability. You want someone that's going to be equal, not separate. And you're realizing what your choices are. And that's exactly what that Moon card is. And then where does it lead? Ace of Cups. This is a good card, regardless of whether this is a new relationship coming in or a new idea of what you really want, you know, in a new relationship. Tell me more about this, or a new opportunity in general, for those of you who aren't, this isn't about love. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups, please. So there's the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. Yes, this is a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new opportunity that leads you to being closer to what you really want, the stability, and closer to leading to your dreams. So yes, you're going to reach them. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to kind of get out of your own way here a little bit, Capricorn, because I feel like that's what you're doing. And the Page of Swords is in your advice, and it's saying, hey, you know, you need, take everything and look at what you really need to focus on, because the Page of Swords truly focuses, but don't focus on something that may or may not happen, right? Like, that's, focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can do, your actions to make things happen the way you want them to with that card. So let's see, Capricorn, let's pull an oracle card from the Somnia Oracle. This is still pretty new to me. I'm not familiar with all the cards yet. There's a lot of cards, like 80 cards in this deck. It's a lot. I really like it though. It's super different. Okay, tell me more about what, I mean, not tell me more. What do our Capricorns need to know? What advice does the Oracle have for them today for this January reading? The Self. Okay, well, that makes sense. I'm already, let's see, 21, just a sec. Let me make sure this is right. Some of them, so the cards aren't numbered and the book is not in alphabetical order. So to be quite honest, some of these take a little bit longer. There's the shadow and there's the self. Take longer to get to. I love that picture actually. So the key words here are wholeness, integration, individuation, identity, authenticity, truth. The self depicts the result of individualization where the figure achieves inner harmony. By integrating both conscious and unconscious aspects, they reach a state of balance. The cloak symbolizes the hidden aspects of their shadow, which have been carefully integrated. The rock beneath them represents stability, offering a foundation as they confront deeper layers of their psyche. An active pursuit of self awareness is represented by the torch that repels the darkness. The moment of clarity expresses the nature of embracing all aspects of the self, leading to a profound sense of inner peace and wholeness. I mean, I think that's true. If you really want to find happiness, you have to say hello to self. That's going to be the most important thing. Okay, I just thought I stopped recording. Like, got me really nervous there for a second. I was looking at the button going, oh no. Okay, well, I appreciate you, Capricorn. Hit that thumbs up button. I know this is a hard reading, but I hope it helps. Take care of a beautiful day.